Yeah, good day to everyone, wherever you may be in any part of the country, depending on the time and when you get it. Yes, you see this thing about Biafra or Ohanaeze. You know, as a Biafran, I'm a Biafran, I'm from Imo, and I'm well proud Biafran. Yeah, it's during when I was born. When I was born, that was when the war. I think that was when the war ended. Then, and my father was telling me the story of what happened, how the coup plotting in 1966 happened, what really happened. So when my father was telling me everything that happened and how that was when I was mature, when I was in secondary school. So we were talking about history. So I came back home to like ask my father to like tell me how all this thing happened and what really happened. And my father began to tell me how the lie that they made about Ohanaeze people and Igbo people. That lie was what brought out that coup plotting, and it has destabilized the Igbo people. That have made that Igbo to rule the country has been a problem. It's supposed to be Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. It's supposed to be Hausa, Igbo, it's a Wazobia. That's why they call it Wazobia. The three arm of the country is Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And the time came when it was agreed that there should be sharing of power, that Igbo should rule. After Igbo rule for some time, Hausa should rule. After Hausa rule, Yoruba will rule. And this was totally agreed by these three arms. And all these things was put in place. And as soon as a part started, the other part doesn't want the other part to rule. And all this thing was a problem. And so many complicated problems that have led to this coup plotting and have led to this Biafran war, that have caused a lot of things that have happened in Nigeria and have given the Igbos a name that people see them as if that they are not productive. Igbos are very productive. In every part of the world, Igbos are doing better, are doing good. Yeah, when you come to production aspect of anywhere they go to, they make that place to become business wise. They allow you, they make you understand how to make money from that very particular place that you think that is dry. And that is why the part of Igbos, if you go to their country, go to their places, you see how it is. It looks posh, very different. And they like making things so that they can get the most expensive things. Igbos demanding for 10 trillion they should be giving, because decades and decades and decades of children, decades and decades of people, decades and decades of people have gone through, have really suffered this thing that has happened. So that compensation is even too small. Because when they start sharing it, it will not be enough. The children that have gone through a lot of things, a lot of people have died because of this thing that have really happened. So Tinubu should answer them, and the federal government as a whole, because Tinubu is the present government, so he should deal with it. Though he might not know what was happening those days, but he was born. He was born around that time. Yeah, he was born around that time, so he knows about this thing that is happening. So for him being the president now, he should sort it out. And this should be, because this has been a generation to generation beef that have been between the Igbos and this thing that has been happening. And as for me, I have told my father, well, my father has said that maybe one day this thing will be settled. Why he's still alive? Do you know how old my father is, man? So what I'm saying is that they should compensate the Igbo people, the Biafran, and make them to have a lasting peace, and let these things be settled Let there be lasting peace. I think Nigeria, we are one. We are one country. We are one nation. We are one people, one blood, one voice, one everything. Why do we try tribalism to be our problem? This is the word that I've said. This is from Jimmy White. Thank you very much. God bless you. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.
All right. So the news says Ohanaeze seek apology of 10 trillion naira compensation from Tinubu. Well, I don't think it's supposed to be to Tinubu. It's supposed to be to the federal government. Yes, the Igbo people need apology from the federal government. Because if IBB's book is revealing that waiting we think say na Igbo coup will lead to the Biafra war, will lead to the buying of a lot of Igbos, the starvation of a lot of Igbos, the disastrous impact to their tribe. You understand? If at the end of the day, IBB's book is telling us that it's not the Igbo coup, then it's crazy. You understand? The federal government need to apologize to these people. By now, sir, to be very honest, normally the whole country is supposed to be on the streets. They're supposed to do a protest because of this book. They're supposed to do a protest and demand that the federal government apologize to the Igbos. Now, this generational beef don't happen since that coup. There's a generational beef where don't happen since the coup and since Biafra. Some tribes now, they fear. A lot of tribes, they fear because they don't say, okay, yes, they fear, say, if Igbo man turn president for this country, that's where Ojukwu be won't do. Now the Igbo man go won't do. The Igbo man self go one scatter Nigeria. Do you understand? The Yorubas, from which side they say, because the Yorubas and the Igbo, they always attack themselves for Twitter. The Yorubas go attack Igbos. They go call the Igbos go attack Yorubas, say they be betrayal, and then betray this thing where make Ojukwu no get Biafra. The Yorubas go talk their own. Do you understand? But again, that thing, that's cool, has dented the names of the Igbos where make some tribes does not want an Igbo man to get power. Usually it's supposed to be outside Igbo Yoruba where go enter power. You understand? They're supposed to share them. You get, but for some reason it didn't happen. So I'm also of the opinion that they deserve an apology and they deserve compensation. Not just that, there's supposed to be a match across the whole Nigeria for this revelation. And that IPB book said they're not even supposed that book not even supposed to be where people they go by, they read. Although it's good to get the knowledge, but I'm not sure say IPB is supposed to make money from that book. And like I said in my previous post, bro, if the advanced country, that man is supposed to pay for whatever thing he did and all in that June 12th election. And they see for Twitter now, they say, he create a lot of states. He can do that. Do you understand? But, anyways, I follow for the people where they request and they demand apology for the Igbos from the federal government, not from Tinubu. You understand? Because Tinubu no follow for the military regime there. Yes, he didn't no follow. So it's from the federal government. Because after Tinubu, the government is still there. So it's from the federal government. It's not Tinubu's government, the federal government, the whole structure of the government. The federal government should apologize to the Igbo. And that 10 trillion, yes, no na carry federal government go court. Your generation suffered because of that coup. Not just your generation, because at the end of the day, no be only the Igbos they buy during this thing. My own generation too suffer. The Hausa suffer, the Yoruba suffer because of a lie. A lot of tribes suffered because of that lie. Because of the manipulation, a lot of tribes suffered. No, let me not limit it to the Igbos now. Because of a single lie and a single narrative that was an Igbo coup. So yes, they deserve an apology. And yes, all in the favor of a good protest, peaceful protest. So me, if you notice the way I talk since I try coin my word well before they come say a very dark man is the one that ignited the fire, or is the one that what's it that their English where they use instigated people to go and protest and scatter life and property. I beg, peaceful, peace and love, don't play.